Must be there on the budget. How we doing, everybody? 420 Jim here. I'll be your host the next few minutes anyway. Trying to build the channel up. Of course, I'm a cannabis advocate. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need it federally legal everywhere for everybody. And I travel the country trying to get that to happen. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. True story, too. How about any of you? See, that's half the fun of this here. People can come and they can ask questions, make comments, hit the like button. Thank you for the like. It didn't tell me, it says no one's here and I got a like. That's pretty good. That's pretty doggone good. Now it says I got three likes and 2 people here. That's pretty cool. I got more likes than people. That's cool. That don't happen often. Thank you. Oh shit, gotta go? You're here and you gotta go already? Oh, lunch date. Oh, well, I hope you get lucky. Enjoy yourself. I'll be, on TikTok later and YouTube too. Especially on this rainy day. I've got nothing else better to do. What's up? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Lunch date, you almost can't forget lunch dates now. Those are important. Hey, give me a second. I got. Oh, I'm on YouTube. That didn't matter. Last little bit of Delta 19 I had. A couple guys yesterday come by and I don't know if y'all was watching, smoked a doobie with me right before my live. And that was the end of the roach that they gave me. Cheers. Nah, I ain't drinking that. But I like my little bubbler. That was a cute little gift. I'm only going to use Delta 19 in it, If I'm allowed to have and smoke Delta 19, that can't be paraphernalia. I'd fight it in court, that's for sure. I like my little moonshine jar. I got one better a Vietnam vet gave me. It's a 55K. I'm going to have video problems here, it looks like. Oh, that's all I had was just a little piece of that roach left. One hit wonder for you. I can do a Delta 9 gummy for you. Oh shit! Well, hell, I'm at work 24/7. Even though I'm retired, I'm working 24/7. Hell, again, 5 o'clock this morning, I had someone knocking on my door. And I'm not talking the law. No, if I had a joint, they could get her. where I could, they could find the joint that they could get and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't know. Hey, what's up? Nah, got a lot of people speeding around. Uh, just like earlier, when I was doing a live on TikTok, we had one of them speeders, you know. Like, slow down, man. You like my hat? What? Hey, David, you see my curtains on? Have you seen this is a mobile billboard that I take coast to coast, 38 states. Have you seen it? What do you mean, don't let the man get me? I don't do anything illegal. No, it's not that I'm too smart for him, but 420 Jim is my real name. It's not only on my license plate, when they run it, it's on my driver's license, it's on my birth certificate. It was changed on everything by court order, July 8th of 2019, by court order in Ronan County, Tennessee. Absolutely. I got the court order and everything to prove it. I don't think anybody belongs in jail for weed. And if you believe in that, go to 420jim.com. Federal petition, legalized for all that are pot prisoners free. But I mean, this is all I do. I travel around and educate people the benefits of cannabis and hemp. and try and get people to sign the petition. This is my last year, folks. Last try. I'm completely banned on Facebook. I kept it on Facebook only for the longest time, which was stupid to do. Now I'm over on the YouTube channel. That's the only really good one. I get shadow banned on this one. Unless y'all keep sharing it and hitting the likes and stuff, I will, you know.
Hey, is that yours?
Is this mine? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it legal.
Yeah. Hey, can I use my Facebook?
You what? I'm on YouTube, just so you know. YouTube, just so you know. I'm sorry, can you do what?
I'll give you Facebook.
Oh, I'm banned on Facebook. I'm on YouTube.
Oh, man. Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
I got YouTube.
YouTube, 420 Jim 2.
420 Jim 2?
Yeah, just spell it like that. FOURTWNTYJIM, one word, 2.
2.
And that's what I'm on right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Got you.
Hey, thank you. Yay, another follower. Workers from the restaurant or eaters or whatever. I don't know if they're workers, but they come from the restaurant. Hey, it's hard for me to see comments out here. Let me see if I can put these little glasses on or something to help. Man, I've been to Texas. You don't, why do I have to? Man, stay here for a minute. Let me show you something about Texas, okay? Then you won't tell me to come to Texas. And you'll understand why I say, no way, Jose. See, I used to come to Texas. And the year before I changed my name. My name was changed in 2019. 2017 and 18, I come all through Texas, my friend. And when I mean I came all through Texas, I come all through Texas. What was it, 28 or 29 Planet Ks that I came to?
Involved with
And
we're getting
they wanted to vote into criminalization. Oh, he's just getting pictures, okay. I'm going to say, damn, I need to go back out again. Right on.
yeah.
Here's the petition here.
I don't have the thing. I signed the petition.
Yeah.
But I don't have. That's kind of drunk. You said. I don't know what your name was. It.
No, yeah, no, I just had the petition.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you. Have a good day.
you too.
Where was I? Oh, 577 verified signatures. Hey, wow, that's all right. We're less than 25 from 600. So, yeah. Heck yeah. Heck, we're getting there. Where was I? Anybody remember where I was at Yakin? I got thrown off. You want me to continue on? I know it didn't have nothing to do with Jeff Mazansky. I think I was going to show y'all something. Oh, Texas. Texas. Are you still here, Texas? My friend from Texas. Where's the one that was talking about Texas? Need to go through something. Or do we still have them here? I had to turn the internet off. I'm not sure. You give me permission. What? Hang on. I have no idea. Let me see something here in a minute. I'm trying to do two things at once, and I thought I read something. Legalized pot everywhere.
7 News at 10. ABC 7 News at...
Sorry about that. There's look, now I'm trying to do that. Legalized pot, yeah, 420 for life. Yeah, it's David Basham. Oh, okay, you're there? Well, okay, I wanted to legalize. I come all through Texas and everything. Check this out.
10. The Panhandle Spirit starts now.
One man is on a journey, traveling the country on a mission. You may have seen him in Amarillo today. You can't miss him, really. ABC 7's Jayla Washington joins us now live in studio with what he's up to. Jayla?
Did you hear that? I was in Amarillo and you couldn't miss me.
Well, Dave, for about 5 years now, Jim Stevens has been to 30 states advocating and collecting signatures for what he calls the most beneficial medicine on earth. What is this exactly? I'll let him tell you. Right here on Route 66 in Amarillo, you'll find Mr. Jim Stevens and his cannabis.
I am 420 Jim.
Stevens, an active advocate of cannabis, has traveled near and far
This is the same RV, new paint job, new name.
to not only educate,
Peace, love, and cannabis.
but to fight to legalize it across all states since March of 2014.
And like Mr. King, I had a vision, a motorhome and a wheel. I grew up with the alcoholic mom and whatnot. I've seen what alcohol and opiates and coke and everything else does. You don't see that in cannabis.
Stevens says he believes cannabis is key to healing and or treating diseases and disorders like autism, Parkinson's, and epilepsy.
Well, it's the most wonderful medication we have on earth.
And as you might imagine, Stevens' efforts don't go unnoticed.
I said, oh, it's a cannabis bus.
Some
I think it's pretty cool.
agree with and even support his movement by signing his petition at 420gym.com.
And we help everybody out. The government, patients, everybody.
That's how I get around. Whether a person donates a penny, nickel, dime, dollar, or even a hug, I let them tag my motorhome.
Not bad for Texas, huh? How about this?
Breaking. This is KMAX News at 10.
Determined someone had to do something about the cannabis laws that do it federally. I looked at myself in the mirror that morning and said, well, I'm that person, you know.
And that person is bringing his message of legal marijuana to Lubbock tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Brian Martin.
I'm Lauren Motter. It is legal to smoke marijuana in 9 states now, and one man is driving across the country trying to convince the other 41. The United States Grosso caught up with him on his
And still driving across, trying to convince everyone.
stop in Lubbock. Jim Stevens has been on the road for half a decade spreading his message. He wants to destigmatize cannabis use and eventually have it become legal across the country. But state representatives said that's unlikely in the state of Texas. As drivers rush down 34th Street on their way home from work, they probably saw an unusual bus.
The most beneficial plant on earth, whether people smoke or not.
See, I stood up to all the Texas, everybody on your state news. And when I told you that voting in the criminalization was going to bite you in the ass, it did.
Jim Stevens, or 420 Jim,
How you doing?
he drives this cannabis around the country.
It's my statement in life. You smoking cannabis.
He's been on the road for 5 years
Yeah, I sold everything I had and I hit the road.
and hopes his tour across America convinces others of the benefits of cannabis use.
I'd rather my grandkids smoke a joint instead of a cigarette any day of the week.
Eventually, hoping to
Oh,
convince
wow,
the US
Frankie,
government.
damn.
Everybody just live up the joint. What with that? World peace for 2 hours. I don't see the harm in that.
State
Wow. Did you hear that? We smoke a joint, world peace 2 hours. Damn, sorry. I'm sorry to hear about that, Frankie. Being a fellow tow truck driver and losing my best friend, got shot and killed standing beside me. So that strikes home. You know what I mean. Thanks for relaying that, man. Dang, prayers to the family and all. That kind of strikes some. Just like when I worked at Carnival, we were all family. The same with tow trucks, you know, we're all family. That sucks. Just like Charlie, you know, that just. You know, I didn't realize it, but Doug made more sense. Like I hadn't been in a tow truck in years, let alone going out repoing. And you've seen me, I was on Facebook back then. And you even watched me on there, going with him in the tow truck. And what he said to me, yeah. Damn. Oh, they should have legalized it many years ago. Sign the petition. You know, there's everything in the world's two-sided. On, off, cold, hot, up, down, left, right. Come on. Problem, solution. Which one you going to be? You can't be. You got to be one or the other. If you're not part of the solution, you're definitely part of the problem. Don't be part of the problem. If you think weed is all right, if you don't think people should be in jail for weed, you think we should have comity law. What's good for one is good for all. That is comity law. And don't ask your age, don't ask you none of that crap. Name address and email is all it asks. I want to be able to grow them too. That's all it asks. Name, address, and email. Make it federally legal. Release our prisoners. All pot's homegrown unless it's dispensary grown in an old Kmart store that's nothing but thousands of plants grown in chemicals pumped their cloned up bodies. The weed nowadays is nothing of God like we had back in the day. Nope. Most 75% of the synthetic bullshit weed we got nowadays is just that. Our weed back in the 70s was way better. They got some now that's more potent, but that's just to dumb down America. That's that in the couch stuff. I mean, I don't want to just take a couple hits and... No, God didn't make the plants that much THC and stuff. That was genetically modified into it to help give that stigma that stoners are lazy and stuff. People don't open their eyes. But once you genetically modified it, it's not of God no more. Somebody says exactly another thing. What do you mean fake weed? Oh, hell, I lived in the 70s. I lived it. I know the weed was better. Is there stronger strains nowadays? Yes. Do I like them? No. It means I smoke less. A puff here, a puff there. I'm good. But I would much rather have the roll joint, hours, go attack a pizza, listen to Freebird, both sides of the island, whatever. This shit nowadays, 15 minutes, you've lost the buzz, you're smoking another blunt or hitting a joint or whatever. But nope, a lot of it's just genetically modified nowadays. Not all of it. But well over 50% of it is grown in chemicals. Has never seen the first bit of soil. That's not of God. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Shouldn't be. I just paid my damn bill. But maybe they're not kicking my thing in till tomorrow. But I just paid my bill that's due tomorrow. So I shouldn't be lagging at all. But it's probably where I'm parked. I don't know. And we have rain. Thunderstorms. Nothing I can do. I thought I was going to have to do jumping jacks out in the rain. I was over there on TikTok. Earlier this morning I had to do a set. I didn't make 12 roses, and I was thankful because it was pouring rain. I didn't want to go out in the rain and do them. I only made 6 instead of 12. I think there's 4 hours to do it. I'm not sure. I'll see when I get back on there. But hell, I'd have to do a whole lot of contacts if I make money on that. I mean, yeah, a dime here and a quarter there, it adds up, but damn. This morning when I looked, I was at $10.57, and I think I added 9 cents earlier or something, whatever. Which, hey, I'm not complaining. It adds up. But if I got that channel built up, because I've only got like 4 or 5 fans, and a couple thousand, about 1,000 or so followers so far. It hasn't built up. It hasn't hit mainstream because they shadow banned me. If it hit mainstream and I became one like the creators, everybody got to see my channel, shit. We could have the engine fixed and down to Florida and up to DC and back out to Arizona in no time. Mainly, we could flood the petition. See, that's the first and foremost. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And if you believe in that, I need you to go, it's probably going to be backwards. I don't, get the point. 420gem.com. 420jim.com. Rain interrupt. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you mean. If I live like a nomad, I'm in a traveling billboard. I'm basically in a traveling billboard, one of your information centers. Like right now, we're in Wichita. I can be parked 72 hours without having to move, legally parked. But you can't camp. You can't this, that, and the other. I don't camp. I'm not camping. I'm actually, like, right now, I'm running a 72-hour campaign, basically. People knock on my door at all times. I could be napping during the day and wide awake at night if people are coming by asking questions. I just never know when people are going to come by and want to take pictures, ask questions, whatever. But my billboard's never closed. You know what I'm saying? To sign the petition, it just has to be there. There's QRs on the outside, people just have to walk up to it and scan the QR or read 420gem.com or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's a mobile billboard across country. I've got to move it. I got to maintain it. There's not really you can just park. You got to know the laws and stuff. You got to move. You got to know the rules of moving. But as long as I do that, yeah, I'm not out camping and I'm not having fun or nothing. I'm driving a mobile billboard across America, and it happens to be information. People want to talk, ask questions, whatever. You know what I mean? Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Look how long I've been on the road, 10 years. And we haven't done nothing federally other than, and Obama, of all people, was the one that done it. He made cannabis federally legal on tribal land for the Native Americans if the tribal master agreed. And that's the only federal law that's been changed. Under federal law now, it's still a Class 1 narcotic hallucinogenic, no medical value, while they hold a medical patent on it. As if that wasn't oxymoron enough. But this is my last dance, you might say, my last year. You gotta give me a second. I gotta clean up a mess after Jack, and I'll be right back. If I don't clean it up right away, the kids might get into it. And I don't want the kids to get into it. There it was up. Move, Jack. I don't want you falling out that door. He'll be leaning forward and just go whoop out the door. He's old. He's about 16 and a half years old. Surprised he's still with me. Am I high? Not really, no. I wish somebody come by and smoke one with me. Wish your country was for me. There you go. I stay high on Jesus, you know. I wish I had some. I wish somebody come by and share with me, because I'm here in Wichita, Kansas, and come and share. If somebody wanted to share a little, even a little stuff, I'd happily come out and smoke it. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Like I say, I travel the country fighting for people's rights to cannabis and their freedom. Sign the petition at 420jim, like it says up there, .com. July 8th of 2019, that became my legal name. Yep, I'm proud of it. The paperwork I filed yesterday where I sued Walmart says 420jim versus Walmart. I like that. They pushed me to it. They left me no choice. I'm going to have to look and see how much gas I've got. Might get loud. About half a tank. Oh yeah, we need it everywhere in the nation legalized. He gave us every herb-bearing seed. Now, I agree, he didn't give me pot to smoke. He gave it to me to eat. The Creator gave it to me to eat. And he made no mistake. He put a force field around that plant. So if I fed that plant to my children in a salad or whatnot, I went over that plant and chopped it up and fed it to my children, in a salad, a cold salad or something, man, that's going to be some of the most beneficial medical herb that they could enjoy and eat. To get high from it that way, they would have to pretty much consume the whole bush. And they'd be more sick from eating that much cannabis than the high would be worth. See, because the Creator's wonderful. It's that force field. Now, you take that same plant and take just 1 gram bud off of that plant. That's THCA, by the way. That whole plant, boom. I don't care what plant it is THCA. Don't tell me what percentage it is, none of that crap. Every plant is THCA, THC acid, because it's got that force field. Once you throw it in that oven, that vape pen, the tobacco pipe, whatever, once you apply heat, you broke the force field, and it becomes THC. You can actually burn a little bit of the THC away where you don't get the real high THC of it like you could have, because you kind of burn a little off. You can kind of not get all the THC because you didn't heat it quite enough up. But there is a formula like 320 for 10 minutes or whatever it is, where you get the maximum out of it. But that's the difference between THCA and THC. So if you don't want to get high from it, you don't heat it up. But you show me anywhere in the Bible it tells me not to apply heat to my meat. It don't say anywhere about don't apply heat to the herbs of the meat. So, no, he did not give 3 craps whether I felt them for you or not. just like people that do alcohol and whatnot. You know, he gave us that. Well, no, man makes it. He did give it to us and all, but like he said, everything in moderation. And I see that. I think that's why they're making the stronger and stronger and stronger strains of weed, because, man, when you just want to just, that's a little, you know, you're kind of like doing all the drinking and you're a little too much for me. But, you know, I'm not going to judge anyone or whatnot, but that's why I think they truly come up with the indicas and the couch. Back in the day, we didn't have sativa and indica. We had male and female. Male had seeds, female didn't. True story. And everybody's yanking the males all the time because they wanted to plant sinsemilla without sinsemilla. That's what happened to a lot of the strains back in the day. People ain't gonna tell you the truth. What do you mean come to New Mexico? You know where my journey started? This journey started in Farmington, New Mexico, March 1st of 2014. Because in in 2013, I was arrested at the Farmington flea market for 2 counts of sales of marijuana by the U.S. Marshal. What do you mean come to New Mexico? I lived there. I lived in Farmington, New Mexico. I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I lived in New Mexico. This journey started and because of New Mexico, my friend. And now, my name is 420 Jim, legally. My driver's license, my birth certificate, everything says 420 Jim. 4 is my first name and Jim is my last. Oh yeah. If it hadn't have took my page away on Facebook, you could have went down it and, well, I'm sure my friends on here will tell you they know all about New Mexico. But I started this journey March 1st, 2014 at the Farmington Flea Market, Kathy Wright's Market. I'd lived in Farmington like 5 years. A couple of years I was driving heavy equipment, and when they closed down, I started doing the flea market. And I lived in my bus at the flea market pretty much. Back in 2014, I was illegally searched twice. After that, they learned their lessons and knock on wood, left me alone. I'd had threats of being searched twice maybe or 3 times after that. But the first illegal search was outside of Emporia, Kansas. And that was, you know, but that was a learning experience, and I didn't know things like I did then. And I'll tell that story. It's a great story. They planted pot on me. Whether they say they did or not, the story proves that they did, kind of, sort of. Yo, Will, what's up? The second time the illegal was 2 troopers. One was a regular trooper and one was a sergeant of the Huntington, West Virginia State Police. And that was an illegal search done in a Walmart parking lot. Approximately 2 blocks out of the city limits, and kitty corner in the parking lot was the Highway Patrol station, which I didn't know. I didn't care. I just pulled in to spend the night at Walmart. That was back when I had the first RV. And I had Calvins pissing on the Emporia, Kansas sheriff, the Emporia, Kansas City Police. You know, the Calvin pissing on things. The Flagstaff mayor, the mayor and city council of Flagstaff, And then after what happened in West Virginia State Police, the back window, I had a giant Calvin pissing on the West Virginia State Police. And I had a bumper sticker in each corner that said, good cop, attaboy, and bad cop, no donut. I sure did. Matter of fact, I probably could pick up a video questions if I could stop it right at the frame and it shows the back of the vehicle. I was watching the video earlier and I'm like, oh, cool. Yo, Mr. Will, what's up?
State Senator Charles Perry believes that's unlikely.
But that's the only two I went through. Another time after that, I was in Graham, North Carolina, sleeping at a truck stop. But I'd been there before, and when I pulled in, they said hi. I knew the manager, I knew the people behind the counter and all. I'd been there before. They knew who I was. Hey, 420 Jam, yeah, So 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear a bunch of talking outside my window. And I look up, and there's like 3 or 4 cops and this German Shepherd looking dog and stuff. And I'm like, hey, what the hell you doing? Get that mud away from my vehicle. What the hell y'all doing? And all of a sudden you hear, step out of the vehicle, sir. And I'm like, you damn right I will, What the hell's going on, Bobby Ball, And I get my camera on. And I go out the door, and there's Sheriff and Johnny Fife, I guess the city guy. He called us, I don't care who called you, blah, 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 And at that time, I was smoking cigarettes. And I knew to come out, get out, lock my door. And once I did that, don't unlock my door. That's just a rule I had. So I forgot my cigarettes. I just come out, because I was hot, Wake me out of sleep. And you got a dope dog outside or a drug dog, whatever. I'm like, what the hell? So I shut the door immediately, reaction of locking it. I'm like, damn, I left my cigarettes in there. No, I'm not going to turn around and unlock it, go back in or nothing. I faced the cop, the city cop. I'm like, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And he's just that and the other. And I said, am I being detained? And he said, nope. And I said, good. Then I walked off into the Flying J. I wanted to, let me get Jack. Jack went down the hole. Hang on a minute. Oh, I told you to stay away down there. So when I go in, there's like 3 sheriffs walking around, one with a canine, a sheriff sergeant in his car, and the city cop, the Johnny Fife cop. I go into the Flying J and I'm like, hey, did y'all call the cops on me? And they're like, no, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, the hell, they're out there. And they're dope dog stuff. I just wanted to make sure that, y'all didn't call them on me or anything like that. And like, no, help or anything, just let us know. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I bought a pack of cigarettes. And I went outside and lit up the cigarette. And the guy with the dog, he said something. And I said, I don't give a shit, get a warrant. Hey! I yelled, I don't give a shit, get a warrant. And he yelled something back. And I'm like, dude, I don't get a shit, get a warrant. I don't care if it hit a dozen times, get a warrant. I don't, And then he yells, it didn't hit. And I'm like, what the hell are you even doing here? As I'm walking over towards the sergeant's car, as he's yelling, it didn't hit. Well, that sergeant couldn't get out of that parking lot quick enough. I barely got a glimpse of him on the camera. And the others, boogity to the sheriff's car, and they left. So that just left me and Barney Fife there. Okay, now Barney Fife is telling me, well, you can get back in your vehicle, sir, and da-da-da. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean I can get back in my vehicle? I got every right to be on this property as you do. I can go in the store, I can go in my vehicle, I can stand here. What do you mean? And then he tells me, sir, you have to leave the property. And I'm like, what? And he said, I'm ordering you off the property. And I'm like, you can't do that. And he's yeah, and I walk off. He don't say stop. He don't order me to stop or nothing. Instead, he's kind of following behind me like a puppy. If at any time he had said stop, don't, whatever, I would have. I don't resist the cops. He's just following behind me because I'm wondering, how can you tell me to get off private property? So I go on into the store, and he follows in behind me, and the manager and them all at the counter, and I'm like, this guy says I have to get off your property. Are y'all telling the manager and them? Like, no, you're more than welcome to be here all you want. And he says, I'm telling you, you can't be on this property, blah, blah, blah. And I'd requested a sergeant, and he said, well, you'll see the sergeant down at the jail. Because I reminded him, I said, you told me the sergeant was coming. He said, you'll see the sergeant down in the jail. And I'm like, okay, dude, I'll be across the street. There was a Flying J on one side and a Pilot on the other. I always get them mixed up. I knew both of them. Anyhow, I said, I'll just be over at that. Oh, no, you can't go over there. And I'm like, what do you mean? I haven't even been there. How can you tell me I can't go over there? Where can I go? I don't care as long as it's not in Graham County. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And, hey, under threat of arrest. And all this was on video and stuff. Under threat of arrest, I fired at the motorhome and took off. And as I'm going and get down the road, I pulled over and I called down there and talked to the sheriff, and he said, well, why didn't you wait for me? And I said, what the hell you mean, why didn't I wait for you? This guy told me he was going to arrest me and stuff. And I guess he didn't figure that I would have that on tape and everything, which I did. But long story short, cop got reprimanded, bad cop, no donut, whatever. Don't go in truck stops and read people's license plates and run them and stuff. It's not really constitutional and stuff. And that's cool. That's cool. Cop learned a lesson, and yeah. But it pissed me off when they, And had they not been all noisy and stuff, I wouldn't even known they'd been out there or nothing. But they out there yapping and whatnot. I seen that guy, get that damn mud out here. All of a sudden and shit. Just, damn. How come I don't see no comments? Will, did I lose comments? Does anybody see somebody make a comment? The last comment I've seen on the screen is a yo-yo. It says there's 6 people. Somebody make a comment, please. Oh, there's one. Thank you. Okay. Just nobody. I guess everybody was intense on the story and nobody interrupted it. I don't know if you've seen Frankie, but I've played a couple of videos from way back. Yeah, way back. And I haven't even watched part of these. I think I played that one earlier, probably on TikTok. It was where I showed the Mount Rushmore. Oh, it was when I was down in Merle's Inlet for the Suck Bang Blow Bar biker rally for Trump. It was after the rally, probably after second or third day after the rally, whatever, right before I left. And watching traffic go by. Don't mind me. Anyhow, Merle's Inlet, Suck Bang Blow Bar, and it shows the old RV and shit. It shows the oh, that's the video. It's got the bumper sticker in the back window. Good cop, bad boy, bad cop, no donut, and Calvin pissing on the state West Virginia. Wait till hear the "You're a Liar" in Springs one. You lost me on that one. You lost me on that one. Oh, is that what it was called? The Spring Church? Are you talking about the church that I wasn't allowed to go to? Was that the name of it? Okay, now I know what you're talking about, I guess. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I was they come knocking on my door, my grandkid's door. My daughter, my grandkid, come knocking on the door. Oh, Jesus, let me come to our church. Yeah, I said, I'm 420. Oh, yeah, Jesus, let 420 come to our church. I did. Got thrown out. I just told them that Cannabis was in the anointing oil, and they're like, "You're a liar!" And then get out of our parking lot. Is that the one you're talking about, Frankie? I probably made a half a point up in heaven for that one. Come on. A quarter of a point. I mean, it had to be worth something. That was a good one. You know, sometimes I get so bored, if I knew the right neighborhood, I'd go knock door to door and tell the we call them that hell, they was there in the town I'm in, Black Canyon. They do the witnessing. I'd go door to door telling the power of weed, the Jehovah Witness. Yeah, I'm so bored at times, I'd go knock on the Jehovah Witness door and tell them the power of weed. Seriously. Oh, it's what? Oh. Oh, the church in Colorado. If it's a 420 church in Colorado, that was a good church, the one I went to in Colorado. The bad church that called himself 420 was in Indianapolis, Indiana. The first clown church of cannabis. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, no, Then you had the Church of Cannabis in Lebanon, Maine. 2 thumbs up there at Charlie's Hill. 2 thumbs up. Yeah. But see, I don't get a hear or see from them anymore because I'm not on Facebook. Uh, if people still want to share and stuff on Facebook, what I'm doing, that's cool. I just can't be on Facebook. So I tell people, share it on Facebook, amongst you, share it everywhere. And if people want to follow me, they just got to go to YouTube. Not my rules. Facebook don't like me. I'm a red-headed stepchild. Well, hell, I think I'm about ready to get out of here, folks. I appreciate looking at 13 likes. Hey, TikTok is building a little bit. Join me on TikTok if you want. I'm not going right to TikTok, but I don't know. Shit, I thought that said 2 something. Okay, 1 o'clock. Yeah. I might go on it like an hour early instead of 4:20. I maybe go start it at 3:20 and keep going. That way I'll be on it at 4:20, right? That's probably what I'll do. Somewhere between 3 and 3:30, I'll probably go live on TikTok. As long as people keep sharing it, that's cool. It'll eventually come out of the shadow band, or it'll come under one of them special channels or something like that. You know what I mean? As long as it's making an income, I think they like it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Most people like money. I don't know how the percentages work, and I don't care or anything like that. I do want it to get big enough that people start sharing that damn petition. We're not too far from 600 though. I mean, look at it. That to 500 was a long, hard push. I don't want people to slow down or nothing or curse myself here, but it seems like the climb's not quite as steep right now. That we're starting to get a couple of signatures. It could be because I'm out here too, running around, talking to people, getting them signed like I have. Them getting a friend or two. So probably me being back on the road instead of messing with Walmart in Bentonville or something. We're getting more momentum. But hey, I had to do what I had to do. I tried to settle with them damn fools. I wonder what they're going to do. Frankie, did you know they can't bring a lawyer in and in this state? They can't use a lawyer. Now, someone can represent Walmart. They just can't be a lawyer. And I would think, okay, the challenge has been made. This guy's filed a lawsuit. They got to make a decision. Are we going to pay it or are we going to fight it? I don't see their defense. Because, I mean, you've seen both sides of the thing, right? I think you heard the conversation. It's Deidre Parker. A guy from Asset Protection at that store told me her name, and that is the store I was trespassed from on, I think he said August 7th of 22, and that's pretty much all he could tell me. Well, the rest is on the tape the next day. I mean, what kind of defense would they have to that? I don't see one. I wonder if they're going to weigh, well, is this worth 10 grand or whatever? Well, we offer them 5. You know, if they're just going to take it to court and let the judge decide, or what? I don't see them fighting it. I see them doing like Georgia. You know, someone going in there, they lose the case, they let the appeal process go through. They just say, oh, screw it. And after 30 days, boom, they can't appeal it. And that's probably what they do here. I don't think they will appeal it, but I don't think they'll settle it either. I think they'll make it go through the appeal state where they don't appeal and all. I think it'd be just like Georgia. But I'm hoping and hoping and hoping that the judge will see the amount that I do. You know what I mean? 10 grand would help me get this thing in tip-top shape, down to Florida, up to D.C., and partially out back to Arizona. Oh, look, we got one stupid one there for a minute. Poor delusional person didn't know who their dad was. See, fools like that should be on TikTok. They could make money doing that. Some reason there's a lot of ignorant people, even if they're just acting or not acting, they make money on it. There's this one guy. I mean, he's cool. He's cool. I like watching him. He gets people. He reminds me of Bobo the Clown. I used to be friends with Bobo, the one that went with Murphy Brothers. Anyhow, he's the one that, fat guy to walk by and he'd go, whopper, 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 he'd insult you, your girlfriend, whatever, and get you mad over there throwing balls at him. I heard this, but now I lost all train of thought on that subject, but that's okay. Oh, I know the name is Deidre Parker. That's going to be my one and only person that I have to call in to court. I mean, come on. She admits that they did an investigation. It plainly says, we did an investigation. It said that it should not have escalated to that. 2 different times she used the word, I'm sorry. I was cool with it. All the way up until I got arrested by ticket, right? Totally cool with it up until then. I thank God that it could have happened at any time. And the bad part that they're not thinking about is it could have been a bad cop, a bad situation. If it had been the other 2 cops, the ones that was really nasty and threw me off while I filed the first lawsuit, buddy, they would have took the RV, they would have put the dogs in the pound, and I couldn't have done nothing until I got out of jail and whatnot and filed suit against Walmart. Because to me, any way, shape, or form, it was entrapment. Was it not entrapment? They can't prosecute me for nothing, otherwise it was entrapment. She told me that she lifted the trespass, that she was the manager. She had that authority, that I could go back to that store, her store, or any store. I mean, it's not my fault that it didn't happen. Is it her fault or her team's fault? Or is it the people that got involved that shouldn't have gotten involved, that actually put them in a conspiracy to take down the cannabis mission? I know it ain't my fault. And it started out as a simple apology, just like they did the first time. I did not take the 500, never, and nor would I. But if you remember right, I even bowed down to take the 2,500 in Missouri. And then they said, oh no, we take that away. I was willing to drop the two in Missouri so I could go to Walmarts and stuff while I'm on my journey here in Illinois. No, Walmart don't want to do that. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm bewildered. You tell me. Go Walmart! Oh, well. It's about time for me to get off here, my friends. I want to do a little bit of cleaning. I don't know if I'm going to take a nap or not. I may go over to TikTok early. I do want to make me some lunch. Brunch, a breakfast lunch type thing, you know. Anybody in Wichita, come on by. Say hello. If the rain stays away, and take a paper towel and dry it off. Bring some of that Delta 9 and share. We'll clean off a spot. Give you a marker and you can tag the RV. Or join me over at TikTok during the 420 or whatnot. And as long as it's not raining and dry, I'll, if people buy a gift or something, you know, one of the bigger gifts, I'll put their name on it while we're doing a live or something like that. You know what I mean? Yay. Or every 10,000 hearts or so I get, I'll add someone's name, or, you know, make a little game of it or something. See how many we can get that channel built up. Well, anybody got any last questions, comments, or concerns before I get out of here? Now would be the time to post them. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I shall be back tonight at 7 o'clock. Oh, yep, nap time. Hey, there you go. Damn, I just got double vision there for a second. Hang on. Where the hell is my glasses? Oh, stoned to the bone. No, you say try fentanyl? No, not even. That would be stupid. Nah, no. No, to me that would be not a wise thing. I'm into what my Creator makes, not what man makes at all. I used to be hooked on their cocaine many years ago, their alcohol many years ago, their tobacco many years ago. No. I want what God creates. If I needed anything stronger, and someone gave me a mushroom, I'd probably eat it. Well, hey, my friends, I'm going over to TikTok in just a bit. Catch me over there. I'll be back here at 7 o'clock. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Remember, it's about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you. I love you. Most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you this evening here. Peace out.